Hello and welcome to the 71st floor. I am Elliot.
I'm Konstantinos.
And this is episode 4.
Welcome back.
Very exciting episode.
We've literally created this podcast just for this episode.
Well, maybe you did.
No, I'm kidding. But we've both been looking forward to this one a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's finally time to review the Nintendo Switch 2.
Yes.
Dun dun dun.
It's a bit late. It came out 10 days ago.
I mean, it's not late. It's like 10 days of us testing it.
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, it's good. And we've also been very busy. Well, I have been busy.
Yeah.
You've also been...
I've been...
Just chillaxing.
Yeah. free as a bird. We were also meant to have our friend on this on this episode, but he couldn't make it.
He's a loser.
Yes. He preferred to go out last night and not wake up for this. But it's fine. We can do it without him.
Life.
Yes. I'm sure we'll have him in another episode. But yes, let's just get right into it.
Okay.
So we both pre-ordered this. So we got it on release date. I think our pre-order story is funny. You thought
oh my god, yeah. I mean, you can tell your side and I'll tell my side because my side came from your side. So you go first.
Well, so I was very invested in it, and I was like, I'm going to pre-order it. So they had this event on 2nd of April where they were showcasing all the details, and they were going to announce the release date, the pre-orders and everything. And after the event, they said nothing about pre-orders, and I was like, what the fuck, where are the pre-orders? So I went online, and like everything I'd read was saying that pre-orders were going to go live next week, so April 9th. And I was like, oh, okay, I have to wait a week. But then that night, I woke up the next morning and I saw everyone saying that Smith's, the store in the UK, got the pre-orders live the night before, and it got sold out immediately.
Yeah.
And then I think another store as well. So I was like, oh, UK stores are starting to put it live now.
Oh yeah, because the American stores were having... they were having their own issues.
Yeah, Americans didn't pre-order it until like May.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to pre-order it from Argos, and the whole day I was working from home, and I had Argos and like a bunch of other shops open on my phone, and every now and then I would keep refreshing to see if they had stock, and then none of them would. And so at lunchtime I was like, okay, I locked my laptop, I got up and I picked up my phone and I refreshed Argos, and it was like, pre-orders now on sale, and I was like, ooh. So I tried doing it on my phone, and for some reason my account was like not working, and it was like not pre-ordering, and I was like, oh my god. So I ran to grab my laptop decided to restart like when I turned it on, and it was taking ages to turn on. So I was like, fuck, I've totally missed this pre-order. And then I turn around and I see Rick's desktop open, and I was like, I ran and I logged in on his desktop, and it was still there, and I managed to get it. And after all of that, I messaged you, and I was like, the pre-orders are out, go get it. And I didn't think, I was like, he's probably not gonna be quick enough. But then you did.
Well, yeah. So go on.
So tell your side.
Them. I'm pretty sure. Was this the same day that we were trying to get the Lady Gaga tickets?
It was around the same. It was
I think it was the same day.
Yeah.
I remember being sat at work and we were talking about going to see Lady Gaga, and I was like, because it was what was it? The pre-orders, or not the pre-sale for Lady Gaga was like the day before, and it completely sold out. And then she was like, right, I'm doing another date in Manchester.
Oh, right, yeah.
So we would try to then get like the general sale. And I think me, Rick, and Theo tried to get tickets. And I was getting so frustrated because I'm notoriously bad at doing like pre-orders and like ticket sales and stuff like that. So I just never really try. I just let Andres do it. But I was like, I'll just try it. Because I tried to get tickets for a K-pop band called TXT in London with Iona. And I was like, there's no way I'm going to get it because K-pop fans are crazy.
Yeah.
And I was also not that bothered
about
Taylor
Swift
tickets. Yeah, probably worse. Probably worse than Taylor Swift because they're like delusional. No offense. Because I used to be one.
Used to?
Yeah, I'm not really in that scene anymore. Anyway.
Okay. Anyway.
So I tried to do that, and then that was like my first proper like ticket sale experience on Ticketmaster, and I was like, I
For
hate
Lady
this.
Gaga?
No, for the TXT.
Oh.
And yeah, so I was like in the queue for ages. But anyway, so then I was like trying to do the same thing for Lady Gaga, and it was like you'd zoom in, there'd be seats. You'd select 5 seats.
Oh yeah, you said that.
And then like as soon as you went to select them and like continue with the order, it would be like they're gone.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, how can this happen? Like if I've literally pressed on 5 seats in a row, how can they all have just disappeared in like a second? So I was literally sat there for like half an hour because for some reason it doesn't kick you out. So you can just keep like trying to find tickets and like refreshing the page. It doesn't kick you out.
That's so stressful. I could never.
Yeah. So eventually, like I was also training somebody at work, which I shouldn't have been doing, but I was like, oh, I trust her, and she knows what she's doing, and I was like, just like trying
You're
to
like,
get these
yeah,
tickets.
you do your thing.
Yeah,
I'm just
gonna keep it. But yeah, so then after like half an hour, I gave up, and then literally like maybe like 10-15 minutes later, you must have sent a text being like, Argos has the Switch too, and I was like, oh, you know what? I was like, if I can't get Lady Gaga tickets, I'll just go for the Switch instead. Because I also wasn't convinced I was going to get the Switch as well.
Yeah.
So I was a bit like, I don't know if I need it. Like, I'll wait until it comes out and maybe get like a special edition one, like a
like a
Animal
Pokemon
Crossing
one
or something. Yeah, Pokemon one. So then it's a bit more like interesting. But then I think I must have just been so annoyed trying to get the Lady Gaga tickets. I was like, oh, do you know what? Fine.
I need to get something.
But like they only had the Mario Kart bundle. Which was like
is the best value.
Was it £50 more or something like that? So like
no, like £30 more.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, either way, it was worth it because now we have like an actual release day game to play. So yeah, I mean, it was stressful. Probably more stressful for you because you actually were like invested in it, whereas I was just like on a whim, like, yeah, you know what?
Even after that, because Theo was also on the fence on whether or not he wanted it or not, and he also wanted to wait until like Pokemon came out, or maybe until next year even.
Oh my god, imagine waiting until Pokemon came out.
I know.
Like, you would be screwed.
I know.
There just wouldn't be any.
And then, well, to be fair, Nintendo has been very good with stock. Like I've seen it online of people saying that they still walk into stores and see them on shelves even now.
To be fair, when we went to see Beyonce in London, which we'll talk about another time, we went into Hamleys, like the big London toy store, and they literally had the Switch on the shelves.
Yeah.
Like,
is the phone ringing?
That's not us. It's the neighbours. So yeah, I was like, that's weird. Like, I guess, I don't know, maybe with the PS5s it was a different time, but when you were trying to get a PS5 they were nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, well, it was a stock issue because the original Switch also had the same issue. For like the first couple of years you couldn't get one.
Yeah.
But then I saw before release, Nintendo said that they've done everything to like be prepared to sell, to like have as much stock as possible.
Yeah.
And that also prevented scalpers because it's like I've seen no scalping for this console, which is so weird. I thought it would be so popular with scalpers, but because there's so much stock, it's like, you can just walk in and find one. But yeah, Theo was also going to wait, and then he messaged me after we pre-ordered it. He messaged me the next day, and he was like, damn it, I'm feeling so much FOMO. I want it now. And I was like, oh my God, Theo, you're too late. Argos was sold out. All of the shops were sold out. And I was like, okay, Theo, because you're my friend, I'm going to do the same thing I did for me, but for you. And so for several days, I had all these tabs open and I kept checking for Theo. Oh. And then I think it was next week, a week later or something, I checked one day and Argos brought it back in stock. And I... Oh! So yeah. Not on the laptop, girl. Okay. Anyway, I checked and it was in stock, and immediately I called Theo, and I was calling him, and he was hanging up on me, and I was like, "Oh my God!" And I was texting him, Theo, run right now, go. And he was ignoring me. I was trying calling him. He hung up on me, and I was like, well, there goes his chance. And then a few minutes later, he messages me, and he's like, I was in a meeting. Don't worry, I pre-ordered it. And then he called me back. And then he called me back, and he was like, oh, before you called me, I saw it as well. I went on it, and I saw it, and I pre-ordered it. And I was going to tell you, but I had to go in a meeting.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, my God. So, yeah, he also got it. So yeah, now we all have it.
But do you know what's funny though? Like, I don't know, maybe this is something that I should have brought up later, but I think it's funny that the two people who, out of our group, that were like, absolutely not, it's a waste of money, spent double the amount of money on a PS5 Pro.
Yep.
And then as soon as the Switch came out,
they love it now.
Oh, let me try playing it. And it's like, no, bitch, if you wanted it, you should have bought your own.
Yeah.
Because like Rick was like very much shitting on it, being like, it's such a waste of money, like there's no upgrades or whatever. But then as soon as he got his hands on it,
he loves it now.
Yeah.
He was thinking about paying £70 to buy Cyberpunk to play it a third time.
That is wild.
But then he said no, he's not going to do it anymore.
Yeah.
So but he was thinking about it, and I saw him. He was seeing so many videos about it, so he was very seriously thinking about it. But he's going to play. He's playing Pokemon Scarlet, and he's going to play Tears of the Kingdom, and the Donkey Kong game coming out next month.
I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest.
I'll buy it if it's anything like Mario Odyssey, which I'll talk about. But if it's anything like that, then which it looks to be, then I'll buy it.
Yeah, I don't know.
And also because I want games. Yeah. I want to play on the Switch too.
Well, we know what my issue is with games. I start them and never finish them, so I have about 1 million games to finish. So I'm not in a rush to buy anything more.
Yeah.
However, Andres did literally yesterday just send me or like add money to my Nintendo account for like Sugar Daddy. No, for my birthday. Which I was like, you could have just waited until my actual birthday, but whatever. So last night I was like trying to like look through the e-store to be like, what could I buy? Because he was like, oh, you found like loads of games that looked cute and stuff, and they were all like 10 to 20 pounds. And I was like, well, yeah, but now I have to like filter it down and try and pick one.
Well, you said you wanted to play Link's Awakening.
Yeah, but that's expensive on the e-store. And it's like one of those games that Nintendo's never going to knock down the price of.
No.
So like, it's never going to go on sale, so I'm just going to have to buy it from like Argos or something like that. It's like £35 on Argos, but it's 50 on the e-store.
And you already bought all the Pokemon games.
Yeah, that's true. I was going to be like, no, I haven't.
Not the ones that you can play
on the Switch, yeah. Well, let's go. I haven't played... Well, I played that when I first got the Switch.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I was going to... Let's go where?
Not this again. Not this again.
It's another Once Upon a Time.
But yeah, when I first got the other Switch, I was like, oh, you know what? I'll just try a Pokemon game. Because I think at the same time, it must have been like the Pokemon Go craze.
Yeah.
So we were like doing that and like going to cemeteries to like...
Cemeteries?
Yeah, because the cemetery near, or like not near my house, but like the nearest cemetery to us.
It's like a Pokemon gym.
It is like literally like there's I don't know what you call it. Like in the middle, there's like a little building. Because it's a really nice cemetery. Like you drive in, it's got like a huge tree in the middle, and then like you go around, and then there's a little building at the back of it, and then there's obviously the graves. But like you'd see people at night driving into the cemetery, driving around the tree, so they could like spin the gym thing and then like drive back off again.
Well, see, I never got into Pokemon Go because when it came out, I didn't have data. So yeah.
How old were you?
I was a teenager.
But they didn't have data in Cyprus.
They did. I just didn't have any.
Oh.
Because my parents wanted to pay for like the cheapest plan for my phone. Fair. So I never had data. And so I couldn't like just go out.
You can't really do it on Wi-Fi either.
Yeah,
like...
I couldn't just go out anywhere and play Pokemon Go. So I never really got into it, but I was never really interested anyway. Because it's not.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a good game.
No. Although people still love it. Yeah,
Nihad still... Shout out Nihad.
Oh.
Because I know he'll be watching. Nihad still plays it. When he came to visit, he was
good
like...
for him.
Oh, yeah. Like... Literally like spent like 90% of the time on his phone, either on Pokemon Go or the TCG, and I was like,
I mean, TCG Pocket is very good.
Yeah, but he doesn't fight on it. He just
I stopped fighting on it. Well, yeah, I kind of took a break now. I'll probably get back into it, but I haven't fought in ages.
It's kind of boring now.
And I gave up on Pokemon Sleep.
I don't know, or what the hell that is.
It became very boring. Unfortunately, even though it has a very cute...
A snooze fest.
Yeah. Even though it has very cute art style.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're here to talk about the Switch.
Yeah.
Shall we show it off?
Yeah.
We have it right here.
Let's do a little...
Unfortunately, this is going to be a very video-heavy episode. So for anyone listening, you're just going to have to listen to it in ASMR.
We'll explain.
Yeah. So here it is.
Gonna do my unzipping.
Should I? Oh. Oh.
I hope that makes
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of an
tingle.
ASMR as well.
Oh god. Ooh, the case.
I'm going to try and stand my mic.
Oh yeah. We'll have to just...
Apologies if there's any like sounds.
Nah, it should be fine. We'll edit it
I'm trying
out.
to tilt it.
It's, what do they call it? Post? Edit and post.
Yeah, that's what we said last time.
Well, we tried. Yeah, hopefully there's no need for a disclaimer at the start of this episode.
Yeah.
Like, oops, sorry.
So yeah, this is it. What were your first impressions like when you opened it up?
The first thing I thought was, this is huge.
Oh yeah, same.
Why is there a cat hair stuck in the magnet?
Oh.
However, I do have one thing that I, since I've started using it more.
Do you use the kickstand a lot?
No.
Yeah.
But it's quite good though.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be very flimsy.
Yeah,
I thought it was going to be plastic,
Is it
but it's like
metal?
metallic, yeah. So it's very sturdy.
I
That's
do
one of my
sometimes
first
think
impressions of
if
it.
I pull it too hard, it's going to bend, but it doesn't seem
No,
to
it doesn't.
like
No.
do it.
And when you set it down, you can like
Put it flat.
you can
almost.
like push it, and it like adjusts, and it's so smooth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
What
just
the hell?
just you just do this. It's so satisfying. Just do it. Oh,
And now it
It's
scratches
so
the table.
it's good.
But yeah, the thing that I have well, I don't know. Maybe you can hear it on the
It's too low.
on the back of the right Joy-Con.
Yeah.
If I press it in a certain place, it like it's not gonna do it now because I'm not like playing it.
What? Does it like wobble?
It's got like a little like squeaky, like loose bit to it. It's not doing it now. Great.
This
Maybe
is
it
not
was
one of
just
those videos
yesterday.
where we break down this.
No, I'm not going to be peeling off the foreskin or whatever they said not to do. Because that was a real thing, wasn't it? Or was that
No, it is. It is.
The Onion? They called it... Was it The Onion?
What?
The Onion, the news... I don't know if that's like a parody account or something, but there's like a news outlet, and they were like, "Do not remove the foreskin from the Nintendo Switch." And I was like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
But you know what they're talking about because I told you
The
about.
screen, yeah, no, I know.
Yeah, the screen protector.
Yeah, but I also have
Which
my
is
own screen
thankfully
protector.
very much edge to edge, so you can't even see it.
Yeah.
Because that would have bothered me a lot if I could see it. But yeah, my first impressions were also like, first of all, huge. Second of all, it feels so premium. Like the quality.
And it looks more premium.
And
as
it
well.
looks
like,
more
it
premium,
less
yeah.
cheap. When you see like people comparing the two next to each other, and you see like the colorful Joy-Cons next to like the black Joy-Cons, it's like, why was this ever a thing?
I
in the
know.
first place?
Like, I said this. I told Rick, I was like, next to each other, this makes the original Switch look like such a cheap fucking thing. I don't know how
You know
we
what
played
even
on that
looks
for so
more
many years.
expensive is the Switch Lite, which is crazy. I think
No,
the
it
Switch Lite,
doesn't.
if you put this next to the Switch Lite looks better than
Than
not
the Switch
not
2?
than the Switch 2, than the original Switch.
I don't think so.
If you put them all in a line, like Switch 1,
the Switch Lite has
and the
a
Switch 2.
tiny screen.
Yeah, but I mean like in terms of like design.
I don't know. I appreciate it, but I don't think it looks more premium than the original.
Well.
But yeah, and then these magnets are my favorite thing about the Switch 2. So I'm going to do a little bit of ASMR of disconnecting and connecting the Joy-Cons. Oh, and the left one. Oh,
Mama.
it feels so good.
Let me see. I don't know if it's actually going to pick anything up.
Of course it will. It feels so good. And they like snap in place. It's so satisfying. And they don't wobble. Like the original Switch, you would slide it in and they would like
They jiggle
wobble
a
little bit.
Yeah.
These are like in place.
You know what really irritates me, or really irritated me when I first got it? Was like, I'm going to see how strong these magnets are. I was like
Oh my
yanking
God.
it off and I was like, can you not do that?
Well,
like
I
I've
saw a
literally
video-
just got it.
I saw a video of someone who like forced them off without pressing the trigger to show that you can't, with like a lot of force, you can disconnect them. And I was like, why would you do that?
But that's what he was doing. And I was like, can you do it on your own one, please? And not my one that I
Buy
just
your own bitch.
still not paid off yet. Like, it's costing a lot of money.
You still haven't paid it off?
I don't know, actually. I may have paid it off
I
already.
have.
Oh, sorry.
I
Not all
paid
of
it
us
off
are
last
rich.
month. Yeah.
Let's have a look. I'm pretty sure I probably have paid it off. Oh god, not the £50 left for the end of the month.
Oh, for this?
No, for my. Oh no, I haven't paid it off. I still have £160 today.
Jesus.
And I had to increase the payments to
Is this
like.
Klarna?
No, it's Monzo.
Right.
Monzo Flex.
Right.
Because you can, if you do like 3 months, it's interest free. Not me trying to sell credit.
Not sponsored by Monzo.
But I mean, if they want to sponsor. But yeah, you can like, they call it flexing. Like you can flex a payment over however many months. And if you do 3 months, it's interest free. And
Right.
obviously, any more than that, they increase the interest. So I
Okay.
had to increase the number of payments. So I'm now paying interest on it. But it was only like £4. So I was like, I don't care.
40?
4.
Oh.
So I was like, that's not that bad. I can survive without £4. To spend like £80 a month instead of like 160. I was like, yeah.
I also split it, but I split it with Zilch, which does it.
Zilch?
Do you know Zilch?
No.
Zilch is so good. Do it. It's interest free, and you have the option to pay it off either in. I blanked. Either
Just disassociating.
yeah. You either do it 4 payments every 2 weeks,
Right.
or over 6 weeks.
But the problem is, if you're paying it every
that is
2
over 6
weeks,
weeks.
why would you why? Because you
Well,
only
because-
get paid once a month. Most
Exactly.
people.
So you do it. It's like you're splitting it between 2 paychecks. You know?
You're not though. You're still using the same one.
No. Well, if you buy it
Yeah.
in the middle of the month,
Right.
like for me, for the Switch, I think I did 3 payments. One in May. No, 3 payments in April and 1 in May. So it wasn't that bad, or maybe it was 2 in May. 2 in April and 2 in May. I can't remember.
I don't know.
But I paid it off.
Yeah, mine.
That's what matters.
Mine is still ongoing, but it's fine. I'll just be in crippling debt forever.
Yeah, and the more you use it, the more it gives you to like split. So now I've got like £800 on Zilch to split. So like I can buy an £800 item
Buy a
and
PS5
split
Pro.
it. Literally.
Or another
some,
2 Switches.
And some. Yeah. Another 2 Switches.
And then you could be a, what do they call them? The scalper.
Oh yeah, I
Be a
could be.
scalper.
I could sell it double the price.
Yeah. This is literally what happened with Andres and the Beyonce tickets. He paid like £150 each, and then like a couple of days later, he checked how much they were worth. They were selling for £500.
Jesus fucking
So we
Christ.
could have got 1,000. Well, not me. I didn't spend any money on it. Andres did.
Well, I doubt
He
Andres
could've
would
got-
spend £1,000 on. Would he?
No, he could sell our tickets.
Oh.
Is what I was getting at. He could have sold our tickets, and we could have been £1,000 richer. But I guess not.
Damn.
I guess Beyonce is more worth it in his eyes. Anyway, back to the Switch.
Back to the Switch. What else? Obviously, we talked about the stand. Very good. You know, I was kind of worried about the screen because it wasn't OLED.
See, I don't give a
Because
F about.
because the original Switch had a pretty crappy handheld screen, and then they released the OLED, which was like miles better. It was so good. It looked so good. I never had the OLED, but I had a friend who had it, and I saw it in person, and it looked so good, like so vivid. And obviously, you know what an OLED is like very high contrast, like true blacks. You know, everything like so rich, such rich colors. And then this one comes out and it's not OLED, but it's got HDR and it's higher quality. And people that tested it before it released, people were saying it looked like really, really good, and it didn't really matter that it was not OLED, but I was still kind of worried. And I'm not now.
No?
I'm very pleased with the screen.
Yeah,
It
to be
looks so
fair,
good.
I
It
think
looks
when
so
I-
colourful.
When I first opened it and turned it on, I was like, the bezels were the first thing that I noticed. Was
You think they're big?
No.
The side bezel? Oh.
The side ones, maybe.
But it's because of the magnets.
Oh.
Yeah, because the OLED is like fully, there's no bezels on the OLED, on the original Switch OLED.
Oh, it doesn't
So maybe if they release, which I'm 100% sure in like 2 years they'll release a Switch to OLED. I'm sure that will have even thinner bezels.
Yeah, but I don't really care about stuff like that. I'm like
But
probably
yeah.
like the least techie person. Well, that's not true.
You're not supposed to say that on a Nintendo Switch 2 review.
No, but like I mean, I just enjoy it. Like if it's good,
Yeah.
it's good. If it's not, it's not. Like my only gripes are like if it runs like a potato, then like I'm gonna have a problem with it. But if it looks okay and like it looks fine, like when I first picked up, because obviously one of the first games I played was
Scarlet.
Pokemon Scarlet.
Violet.
Violet, yeah.
You don't
the
even know
one
what you
with
played.
the one with the hot professor guy, the
Yeah.
Professor Churro.
And Jacques. There's a lot of hot
Oh,
professors.
Jacques, the biology teacher. Yes, I actually.
Aren't you pretending like, who's that?
Who is that? I don't remember him. But yeah, I actually went back to him yesterday, and I was like, "Oh, hi, teach me some biology."
God.
And he gave me some
he'll
stuff, and I was
teach you
like,
biology,
"Oh,
all right.
yeah." Teach me about the birds and the bees. But yeah, so that was one of the first games that I played. I think actually the first game that I played was not Breath of the Wild.
Tears of the Kingdom.
Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh, you played it on Switch 2?
Yeah, only just to like test it out.
Oh. I still haven't. I was going to do it yesterday, but then I got stuck on Odyssey still. But we'll talk about the games in a bit.
Yeah.
Oh,
but yeah, so anyway, my point was the first game that I played, or one of the first games I played was Pokemon Violet. And then I was like, because obviously that had such a bad representation of like, it just runs
being
like
shit.
Awful. Like
Yeah.
it's just like, yeah, anyway. And like the first like 5 minutes, I was like, this is actually like breathtakingly beautiful. Like
Okay.
like the
I
very
wouldn't go
start,
that
like
far.
no, for a Pokemon game, the very start when you're like in the house and like it was like 60 FPS. It was like beautiful colors. Like everything just looked really nice.
It looks very nice in like cutscenes
Yes.
or like very controlled spaces, but then as soon as you get out into the open world,
Yeah.
it's like
And then
shit
you see, like,
textures,
A mountain
emptiness.
that's like a triangle.
Yeah, or the texture of the mountain being like
Cardboard.
literally. But yeah, so yeah, screen is beautiful. What was the first thing I tested? Because I was working that day, so I didn't actually test anything.
No,
until-
I couldn't test anything that I want. I wanted to play Mario Kart.
Oh
but
yeah,
then
Mario
obviously
Kart was the first game.
when I thought you were going to get an actual game cartridge, but you don't.
No,
you
no,
get
no.
the digital download, the virtual card. So when you have to download it, it's like a long time. It was saying it was going to take like over an hour and a half
For
to
me,
download it.
no, for me, everything downloaded very quickly.
I was literally
Because your Wi-Fi is shit.
no. It's not the Wi-Fi. It's the Switch Wi-Fi. I think.
How dare you?
Well, I'm coming
Well,
for
mine
it.
didn't
I'm
have
coming
any
for it.
issues.
So I think that the Wi-Fi, like, because we pay for like decent Wi-Fi, we pay for like 500 megabytes, maybe even more. Is it? No,
Yeah, I think Andrew said it was
Gig-
5 megabits.
is it? That seems like slow.
Gig? It's not gig.
No, but a second.
not us being completely.
I told you I don't care for
Idiots.
tech.
No, it's megabits. It's megabits.
Yeah, it is megabits because you wouldn't download a gigabyte in a second.
No.
But you could download half gigabyte in a second.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes,
Anyway,
yes.
yeah, so-
Anyway.
So I was trying to download it and it was like, oh yeah, your download speed is like 15 megabytes per second. I was like, excuse me, that's not true. Like, checked on my
That's
phone,
so
it was like
weird.
fine. So then I was like, oh, maybe it's just because I'm further away from like the Wi-Fi router because the router's there. Router, I don't know how you say it.
Router.
And I was like
You
in that
American?
room. Router. So I was in that room and I was like, oh, our house is built of like stone. Like all of our walls are stone. So I was like, oh, maybe it's just the signal is not great. So I moved into here and I was finishing up my little vest that I made for Beyonce. And it was like, it's going to take an hour and a half. Then I looked back, hour and 45 minutes, but that was like 20 minutes later. And I was like, how is it still going up?
Oh,
like,
well,
I just
did you
cannot-
say you went into a game and it paused the download or something? Because you used the online features.
Yeah.
Right.
No, but that was not the
So
reason
don't
because I was
come for the
literally
Switch,
I can tell you exactly what I was doing. I was sat here, I had the Switch like this on the the home screen. I had it placed there, and I was sat. I think I must have put headphones on or something to just like listen to music while I sewed on some little stars onto my vest. And I was just every so often I was like, how long is left? Hour and 45 minutes, 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and I was like, oh my god, please, can I just play this fucking Mario Kart? Like, it's so annoying. But eventually it downloaded, and I think I just left it for a while. And it was also annoying because I took the whole day off to play on the Switch on release day, and it didn't get delivered till like 1:30.
Oh, yeah.
And that whole experience was stressful.
Well, I was very glad it only arrived at 1 o'clock. It literally got delivered 5 minutes before I went on lunch, which was so convenient.
Oh yeah, true.
It was so convenient. And as soon as
it's gone to the post room.
Yeah, it's gone to the fucking post room instead of my door. So I had to log off, and I literally ran to that post room because I was so paranoid because this is not the first time that a neighbor has stolen my package. And I was like, what if some psychopath who knows the Switch 2 releases today and didn't manage to get one is hanging around the post room waiting for one of them to get delivered so he can just snatch it up.
Well, I think if it's going to get stolen by anyone, it's going to be a delivery driver, because I'm pretty sure...
No.
Who was it, Every or Hermes
DPD?
or DPD, whoever it was. I'm pretty sure any of the couriers will have briefs to be this day on this month is going to be busy because of this reason. So they would have said, oh, the Switch 2 is getting delivered today, so we need extra delivery drivers or something like that. So I'm pretty sure that they would have seen a box of that size and been like, oh, I know this is a Switch 2. So I feel like if anyone was to steal it, it would be them, because regular people probably don't know.
Well, delivery drivers don't care. How many delivery drivers are going to care about a Switch?
I'm pretty sure delivery drivers have stolen our £200 mirror.
Oh.
Twice.
Oh. Period.
I'm not going to name any names. I don't want to get blacklisted from getting deliveries from them, but it was a Zara mirror, so...
Damn.
Expensive £200 mirror, and they were like, oh, it just got lost. How do you lose a 5-foot mirror? It's literally...
Did you end up
actually
getting one?
It's probably 6-foot mirror. It's almost as tall as me. Yeah, we got it. We have it in our bedroom now, but it was attempted. Zara sent 3 out.
Damn.
And we only got one of them, and we only got it because Andrews got it delivered to his parents' house.
And
then they brought it to us.
Interesting.
So I don't trust delivery drivers. I think they're all scammers, really.
Say their names.
No. But also, who was it, DPD? Pissed me off.
Oh,
because
yeah.
What do you mean? I selected with Argos for home delivery. So I put my address was correct, everything was fine. When Argos sent the delivery confirmation thing, it was like, oh yeah, we'll be delivered to your address at this thing on this day. And I was like, amazing. Get the tracking information from DPD. Turns out they're delivering it to the fucking shop down the road because for some reason my DPD account had got it set so that all of my deliveries defaulted to my nearest pickup location.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I was like, why is that even a thing? And when did I set this up and who authorized it? Because I'm pretty sure it was not me. So anyway,
well, you still got it.
But the thing that was annoying was because it was going to a delivery, a pickup location,
you didn't get tracking.
You can't get tracking information. Yeah. So I was literally sat there for the entire day oh my God. And then you got your tracking information and I was like, hello, when is mine coming? And then I think you got yours delivered. And then maybe half an hour later, it was your parcel
not
is
even,
ready to collect.
5 minutes later you got it. Because I remember I was unboxing it while you were carrying it back home. You sent us a picture.
But the thing, I hated the idea of going to collect it from a place because obviously I was like, I need to get it right now, but it literally just got delivered and I was like, I don't want to be that person that's stood there waiting at the door hello, is my delivery in your hands? And they'd be like, oh,
I would have literally done that if I was off that day like you and it was meant to be delivered at a pick-up point. I would have literally gone to that pick-up point and just waited there all day.
Well, I don't think the co-op is that interesting, to be fair, but I don't think I could spend all day there. But yeah, it was such a faff. And then, it was fine once I got there because they were just like, oh yeah, it's fine. And they just gave it to me. But also, when she gave it to me, I was like, is this just Mario Kart? Where's the rest of it? Because the box was so small.
You thought they took that entire box
I would not be surprised.
for just one cartridge?
Yeah.
No, it was kind of
it was
quite a small box.
I was like, is this the right thing? I was like, did I order the right one? Did I order the Switch 2 or the OLED?
Yeah, the original Switch box was big.
Yeah.
And then they shrunk it down for the OLED, and then they've shrunk it even more for this one. So I'm like, good for Nintendo, smaller packaging.
We love that. But then also that caused issues with the stapling of GameStop. So not only did America fuck up with the tariffs, they also had GameStop stapling receipts to the screens of their Switches.
So for anyone who doesn't know, GameStop in America stapled receipts on the Switch 2 boxes, and those staples stapled through the box onto the screen of the Switch and damaged so many Switches. I would have literally gone in there and fucked up their shit.
Well, what do you do at that point? Because, like, that's their stock. Like, that's all they have. So, like, they're not going to have spares to just replace it.
I mean, I'm sure they have more because, like, as I said...
Yeah, but then, like do you think that they'll have as many non-pre-orders, like, just regular stock as they do pre-orders?
Yeah.
They'd have more.
They had quite a lot. Like, I've seen a lot of people who just went in without pre-ordering and just got
like,
one on day one.
What do you mean? Then, like, there's just, like, hundreds and hundreds of Switches that are just broken now because of GameStop. Like, who pays for that? GameStop?
Yep. I assume, yeah.
Stupid heads.
Surely not the customer.
Stupid heads.
Oh, yeah.
What happened to sellotape? What happened to just not putting a receipt on a box? What happened to just picking up the Switch and being like, oh, you've ordered a Switch? Here's your Switch.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
Thank God that whoever it was, DPD, didn't have that idea.
Yeah, or Argos. Yeah. I love Argos.
I love Argos. It's so good.
Argos, and if you want to sponsor us, we love you.
Yeah, please give me all of your discount codes. Like, yeah, every game on Argos is like £15 cheaper than it is anywhere else. It's so good.
And they didn't fuck up the pre-orders.
And
they
you
were
can
very
literally
smooth.
get same day click and collect from like certain shops and certain items. I'm just like...
And I've literally got it on Argos. Like, I've got the big Sainsbury's literally right next to us. So the Argos is in there. And that's what I did. Second day, I bought Mario Odyssey from there, like so much cheaper.
Yeah.
And I went to work, and on my way back, I just popped in, picked it up, and
the Sainsbury's near us is like only a Sainsbury's local, but that is pretty much like you can get it delivered the same day most of the time, and it's like a 5-minute walk from our house, so it's like just perfect.
So good.
And also, did you ever? I mean, you didn't grow up in the UK, but Argos catalogs. I don't know if they still do them anymore. Have you ever seen like an old Argos catalogue?
No.
They were like 1,000 pages, and they were like this thick.
Jesus.
And it was like every season, I think they'd have like a new catalogue of items, and it would have everything that they have in stock. Obviously, before like you had like online ordering and stuff, you'd have your Argos catalogue, and you'd be like home section, like electronics, games, like toys, all this stuff, and you just go through it and be like, oh, I want this. So like every Christmas time, like me, my sister, and my dad would go into town, pick up the Argos, because they'd just hand them out. Like, they'd just be on the street, just handing out Argos catalogs.
Oh, they don't, like, post it to you?
No. Well, I think you could probably, maybe would have subscribed or something like that, and they would have just given it to you. But, like, yeah, they literally just have, like, a giant crate of them, like, in the market street, and they'd just be like, do you want an Argos catalogue for free? Sure, why not? So then every Christmas, me and my sister would get an Argos catalogue, and we'd, like, go through it and, like, fold over the pages to be like, oh, I want this thing. Like, any games that we wanted, we'd be like, oh, I want like Operation or like Connect 4. Oh yeah, let me fold it over. It was really cute, like such a nice little thing.
I don't remember how I discovered Argos when I moved to the UK. I don't remember what the first thing I bought from it was, but I got like my original Switch from there, like all my games, our Christmas tree.
Oh,
I think
so
actually,
wholesome.
I think that might have been the first thing I got from Argos was the Christmas tree me and Theo had in our flat in Sheffield. But anyway,
you can always just rely on Argos. Shout out to Argos.
Shout out, yeah. So the first game I played on the Switch, getting back on track.
Anyway.
You know, this was actually one thing Theo told me when I told him to be on here. He was like, you know, I heard your podcast and you guys derail so much. Is our Switch episode going to be like structured, or are we going to derail? Because I can't do that.
But that's the fun,
and
is
I was
it
like,
not? It's just talking. That's the whole point of a podcast. Like, you just talk.
So I literally did a note on my Mac for like Switch 2 episode to like try and structure it, and I didn't write anything. It's blank.
You tried. You put the title. It's like, I'm going to sit down and going to write my essay.
Switch 2 episode. ... Okay. But yeah, Mario Kart was the first game I played. Very good. I mean, it's a Mario Kart game, you know? It's staple Mario Kart.
But you know what is really like interesting to me is like Instagram and Threads, because you get like suggested threads, don't you, on Instagram? It's all Mario Kart related now, and it's literally just like
my TikTok
flooding everything, and I'm like, I didn't realize it was this big, and maybe it's not. Maybe it's just the algorithm, but it's like every post is like, oh, here's this new trick thing that you can do it, and like, oh, this game is so huge, and I'm like, actually, yeah, you know what? I have a better appreciation for the game now, seeing other people appreciate it.
And even weirder, my TikTok I keep getting clips from Mario Kart World, but I also keep getting loads of clips from Mario Kart 8.
Yeah, people are still playing it and
I'm
going
like,
back and comparing it.
Where did this come from?
Yeah.
But do you think this Mario Kart World is better than Mario Kart 8? Okay.
I think it is better.
I think so too.
The only thing that I think is better about Mario Kart 8, but also for context, Mario Kart 8 has been around since the Wii U, so has been out for like 10 years.
Yeah, literally.
And has had multiple like DLCs of like extra
and
levels
updates,
and stuff.
Yeah.
So like that game is already bigger. But yeah, that's the thing. It's like Mario Kart World feels great, but I wish there was more already.
Content.
But it's weird because like I still
mean,
feel like
I'm
I've not really
sure
explored
they're
it.
going to add so many things to it. Like,
Yeah.
because it's probably going to be another 10 years before they release the next Mario Kart.
Yeah. But it's so fun, and like the
It
free
is.
roaming thing was such a nice like idea.
Do you know I still haven't tried just free roam?
Really, it's really relaxing.
Because
Like,
I want to find all the secrets.
yeah, Andres, when we went to my parents for the weekend, Andres sat while I was getting my hair done and just played the free roaming. Like, didn't even race.
So
Like,
where do you, when you choose free roam, where do you get dropped off on the map? Do you choose?
I think it's like the last map that you played, and it's like the last character that you played as well. So it's like you just get left. You pick up where you left off, basically.
I see. And you can drive to like any.
Yeah, I
Anywhere.
saw, which I think was a little bit of a lie. Someone posted a thing saying, "Oh, if you drive far enough out at sea, like you know, like the edge of the map, it's like you can see like dragons and like which."
Dragons?
They showed a video of it, so like, you know, like there's like that map where there's like the dragon that's like in the water, like a little worm.
Is there a map like that?
There is.
In World?
Yeah.
Ah.
But anyway, so you could see that, and then like, you know, on the Rosalina one, there's like the cloud that's like blowing wind at you. There's like that blowing wind at you out at sea as well. And obviously it's in the video, so I was like, oh yeah, that's interesting. Then I tried it, and it just took me back and was like, you know, like I can't remember his name, like Leiku or something, whatever his name is, the little fishing guy. He like pulls you back to like the world, and I was like, what the hell? I was like, I just wanted to see the dragon. I just want to see the dragon.
Okay, interesting.
So I don't know how true that is, but oh well, I tried.
I'll try it.
And
but
also
I love Knockout.
Yeah, the Knockout tour
love Knockout
really
tour.
fun.
It's so good. It's so it's like
It
competitive.
like tense. I feel myself sitting there. Like I'm like I need to relax my shoulders because I'm feeling so stressed right now, but like in a good way.
Yeah.
But it is fun.
Yeah, the one thing that's like a bit too much sometimes is the 24 players. I feel like it's too chaotic sometimes.
Yeah.
But I mean also
the way
that's
that
kind of the point of Mario Kart.
Yeah. The way that you go from like second to 24th
literally in a second. Yes.
Is wild.
Yes.
But then you also have like more chance to like bring it back, I guess, with like the items and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I like you know, like how between each race, when you do like a Grand Prix between each race, you're like driving to the next race. Like it really confused me when people were like, "Oh yeah, you drive to the next thing," and I was like, "That sounds so boring." But then when you actually play it, and you're like,
part of
it
the
is
race.
part of the race. Like it actually feels really nice. But also, I think it would have been nice if they'd done it where it was just like a cruising thing. Like you just like take your time to get not that kind of cruising. Like you take your time to get there, and then it's like everyone just waits at the start line. But I know that wouldn't happen because people would just like be AFK and just sit there and be like la 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 la, and then like I don't know.
No,
but I think
like
the racing thing is fun as well. Like it just adds another element to it.
And also like, the maps, the courses are so nice. Like this is the best Rainbow Road they've ever had.
Do you think?
Yes. Are you kidding me? It's so good. I can't think of
one that is like better off the top of my head, but like it is nice, but. I don't know.
It's so beautiful.
I love Rainbow Road, and I always love it. I think a big part of my personality is loving things that people
not us
hate.
Loving Rainbow Road.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like I love the things that people hate, and like I think I do it subconsciously for a reaction to be like, "Oh, I love this thing," and everyone's like, "What? You love that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just cutesy. It's like fun." So yeah, I think that's like just a part of my personality. But I always love Rainbow Road because it's
Do you think
very
us
like
loving
LGBT.
Rainbow Road is a toxic stereotype?
Toxic in what way? Like the gays loving the rainbows? Wow.
Yeah.
During Pride Month? Wow. Maybe it is, but I don't know. It's just fun.
If you don't like Rainbow Road, then you're not fun.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. I don't know. What more can you say? It's frustrating at times, yeah, but so is Mario Kart in general. So get over it.
I don't think this Rainbow Road in Mario Kart World is that difficult.
No, I'll tell you what it is. Bowser's Castle.
Yes.
Is horrible.
Although I also love that one. Like the design of it is very beautiful, but yeah, it's a difficult one.
That's the one that I see most people doing
the tricks
on.
Yeah.
It's like you can skip out like half the course just by going, if you jump on this wall, then jump on that wall, then you can just cut out that entire
crazy.
corner. I'm like, excuse me.
We're too used to the old Mario Kart.
Too used to the roads. Bring back the roads.
Yeah, we're just
it's a driving game.
Yeah, literally. We're too used to playing Mario Kart 8 that we're just sticking to the main path, and then we're like, why am I 24th? Well, because I'm not fucking flying on the walls and grinding on the rails.
Grind.
Yeah, it's nuts. I feel like I need to practice a lot.
But I feel like it's fun doing the practicing as well.
Yeah.
Like it's not like you're sat there playing by yourself. It's like very lonely. Like it is actually quite nice to just play it and just like chill and like just take your time on it.
And I also really like the costumes of each character.
Yeah, that was cute.
Yeah.
It's a very cute
And I like
touch.
the way you unlock
what did I get? Oh, the best. Hold on, I'm going to have to open it because mama.
I love the Luigi ones.
I'm not a Luigi
I love
lover.
Luigi.
I don't love Luigi.
Why?
I think Luigi is a little pussy-ass bitch.
Mangiani?
No, not that Luigi. That Luigi hit me up.
Get it.
Luigi.
I love Luigi.
What's
even
their
as a kid growing up when I was used to play like, you know, the classic Mario Bros.
Oh yeah.
I used to always switch to Luigi every time I booted it up.
It's Wario as a bumblebee.
What? I used to, like, when you switch it up, there was like a combination of buttons you would press and it would switch to Luigi. And I would always do that.
Unlike the platformer one.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I would always do that and play as Luigi because I preferred it. Oh my god,
Look
that's
at
such
this.
a slay skin.
Rosalina Aurora.
I don't have that.
I don't know if it's going to show on the thing.
Drag queen.
She's so pretty. And then Daisy and Rosalina are like my go-tos because they're just like the queens. Also, did you know that in the first Mario...
I also like Bowser.
Oh, no.
I love Bowser.
What, the chains and whips Bowser?
Ooh, no, there's like a rocker one that I have.
I need to sort them. But yeah, in the original Mario game, you saved Princess Daisy, not Princess Peach.
What original one?
The original Mario. Like the first Mario game. You saved Princess Daisy.
I'm not that old.
Well, neither am I, but I'm just saying. But do you know who I hate? Pauline.
I like Pauline, but she has no skins in this one.
Good, because she's a waste of space.
She's very slay.
She tried to be Rosalina, and guess what? Rosalina ate that bitch up.
Where's that? This one.
Like, look at this.
Look at this.
Look at this. Look at this.
Oh my god, yeah,
Rosalina,
that's so cute.
Look at her. She's just so slay.
She is.
And then you have Pauline in like...
She is that
just
bitch.
a red dress trying to be... What's that? Not Lady Bunny. Lady Bunny is the drag queen. What's the one? Jessica Rabbit.
Oh.
Like, you will never be Jessica Rabbit. You'll never be Princess Peach, and you'll never be Rosalina.
Look, do you not think the skin is so cool with the little glasses?
Okay, yeah, I don't have that one.
Yeah.
Why do I have it?
And then look at all the Luigi. Luigi has the... Okay, this is why I love Luigi, is because he's so gay. Look at this. This is my favorite
he's not
one.
Gay.
This is my favorite one. This is the gayest person I've ever seen in my life.
No, he's just a boat. He's
Look
a
at him, he's like...
Gondolier. I don't know how you say it. Gondolier.
Gonda. Yeah, but look at him. Like...
He's...
Mama. Also, I love this skin.
You just... Right.
What?
I haven't unlocked any Mario or Luigi skins.
I have this Daisy one.
Why did it just
and this
put Donkey Kong with his ass to the camera? Anyway, enough about the skins.
Yes, I mean,
what the hell is that?
Waluigi.
Yeah,
Waluigi is an icon.
He is kind of camp.
Waluigi is a gay icon.
Waluigi is, looking camp right in the eye.
Did you see a few years ago they released like an updated, like official render of Waluigi, and it was the gayest thing you've ever seen. Have you not seen this?
No, what do you mean?
like the official artwork of Waluigi.
For what?
Like just in general.
That's a thing that they do.
Yeah.
They just release artwork of a character.
Yeah.
Right.
Like an official render of the character. Like even now with Mario Kart, like they've updated a lot of older.
Oh, I see.
Like the Donkey Kong.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And even Mario, they made him more like the movie. Which I think this is like the best Mario has ever looked. But
props to Mario. He cleaned himself up.
he got that All Stars glow up.
Yeah. Got the BBL. Yeah. The buckle fat removal. But yeah, I don't know. I think, yeah, they've done a good job.
This.
What the hell is that?
That was Waluigi's latest
Why is it
official render. Official render from a few years ago.
Why is he arching his back like that?
Tell me that's not a gay mama.
I don't know. His nose and his tongue really stressed me the hell out.
Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, anyway. But yeah,
I prefer,
love
out
Waluigi.
Of Wario and Waluigi, I prefer Wario.
I don't like Wario.
I think it's just like the way that he talks.
Where even
like,
is he?
Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Wario. I like Waluigi.
Oh, you're just a Luigi guy.
Oh yeah, I didn't even realize that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not even a Mario guy, but I prefer Wario.
Luigi, they'll never make me hate you. I love Luigi.
Why don't you go marry him then?
I will. Okay. Enough about this game.
Yeah.
Very
What
good.
next?
Very enjoyable. Very fun. Next, I bought Super Mario Odyssey because I never played that. And this is a game from like 2017.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of the original Switch's launch games, but it got a free Switch 2 upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, I never played it. And Rick did play it on his Switch when it first came out.
Mm-hmm.
And he always told me that it was a great game. So I was like, you know what? I'll play it now that it got a Switch 2 update. And I did. Honestly, such a good game. Such a good game. I'm shit at it. I mean, you've heard me rage over it because I'm just bad at games.
I don't think that's true.
Well, see, obviously the main game I'm good at, but every like side mini level, so shit at them. Oh my god. But obviously I want to do them because I want those moons. But anyways, such a good game. Like, there's so many worlds. I didn't think it would be such a big game. It's a huge game. It took me a week to finish it. And I thought I was going to finish it in like 2 days.
See, if I finished a game in a week, I'd be like, wow, I did so well to finish this.
Well, maybe. But I compared it to Astrobot. And Astrobot only took me a few days. And I finished it. And this one took me a week because this one has way more worlds than Astrobot. And yeah, very impressed. And it ran smoothly, 60 FPS throughout. It literally did not look like a 2017 game. It looked like a game that just came out. And I was very impressed. Both handheld and docked.
I've seen people comparing the two actually from like both Switches. And there was one where it was like, can you guess which one is on the Switch 2 and which one is the Switch 1? And they looked the same. And I was like, surely that's not true. Because like I've seen like screenshots and people talking very highly of like the upgrade, saying like, oh, there's like more people in the city and stuff like that. Like it is,
and everything is just
better.
higher quality.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think people like online are either like completely shitting on everything that Nintendo is releasing. And then there's the people who are like, no, actually don't listen to them because like it is actually a lot better.
Yeah.
But
everything is better. Like,
except for Overwatch,
which is not Nintendo's fault. It's Blizzard's fault.
Well, yeah, but obviously everything is Blizzard's fault.
But
like you cannot even download unless you already had it in your library.
I already had it downloaded. Yeah.
So I went and tried to download it because I was like, oh, I wonder how it's gonna run. Could not download it. It was like this game is not
I'll show you
compatible
how it runs because I played it the other day. Well, I went on like practice range.
Yeah. But Fortnite got an update, which I used to be obsessed with Fortnite.
Oh no, I'm not connected to the Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah, I can give you the code.
Yes,
maybe,
please.
Maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, I used to be obsessed. I go through like phases with games where like I am obsessed with, League of Legends.
Which one is it?
For me, it was League of Legends, Fortnite and Genshin Impact were like my top 3 games, and like at any one point I would be obsessed with at least one of them. And yeah, Fortnite was one that I would like for a few seasons. Like the battle passes, I don't know how long they last, but I think there was like 3 or 4 in a row that I was like every day I would log in and I would play for like, oh no, Fortnite, yeah. League of Legends, oh my god, that game.
I mean, yeah, that is
had
your
a
game.
chokehold on me.
Yeah.
But I don't play it anymore because no one plays it with me, and it's not as fun to play on your own.
Which one
because
is it?
you just get flamed. This one. I don't actually know if I have the code.
You better find it, bitch.
Me.
But yeah, what I was saying is this Switch, like, we've been waiting for it for so long. It's literally what the Switch should have been. Like, everything is better. Everything runs smooth. Everything just works. And like from now on, I feel like no game that releases on the Switch 2 now has any excuse to not run well.
Yeah, I mean, look at
especially
Cyberpunk.
Pokemon.
Cyberpunk was like struggling on PS5s, and now they've made.
No, I thought they had a PS5 upgrade. It struggled on PS4.
It struggled on PS5 when it first came out.
Oh, really?
It was, yeah.
Oh.
It was just filled with bugs. But apparently now it's like...
Well, yeah, no, it's great.
Fully optimized and like shamazing.
But yeah, it's just so nice to see everything run so well, especially Pokemon. Like when I first booted up Scarlet, which got a free update, and as we said earlier, Scarlet and Violet, which came out in 2022. Did you not find it?
No, I'm gonna have to get up and do it.
Okay,
So it's fine. I'll just leave
it. Which came out in 2022, were shit games. They couldn't. God, it makes me so sad actually to think about, because it completely ruined my experience. Like the story is actually somewhat nice, and like it has a very good finale, like a very climactic finale. But the performance just takes you out so much. It couldn't run. Everything looked ugly. The world was empty. Like everything within a few meters run at like 5 frames per second. It was just so bad. And it was Game Freak's fault. Obviously, it was such a rushed game. And especially coming from Legends Arceus before that, which was perfect game in my eyes. Yes, perfect game in my eyes. And then everyone was so excited because it's like, oh, can't wait for the next main generation. Yeah. And then it was shit. And now I got a free update, and it's so good. It runs 60 FPS, like a constant 60 FPS, doesn't drop.
And like, it's almost annoying how many Pokemon there are.
Yes, a lot
because,
of spawns.
Because like you will literally just like you'll finish fighting one of them, and then another one will come and smack you on the ass and be like, "Hi, I'm here." And then you're like, oh, for God's sake. And it's just like a little like bug
realistic
thing. It's like a little like, I don't know, like a little freaking Pidgey or something.
Well, it's annoying, but it's more realistic, and it's also closer to what it used to be when it was random encounters. You would literally take 2 steps and a Pokemon would come up. So it's
just so frustrating though, because like you have like almost died fighting this one like level like way above you Pokemon, and then like you turn around and there's just like this little thing staring at you like, hi, please fight me now.
Yeah, but, it's so good. And yeah, I'm very jealous of people like you and Rick who get to play it for the first time on the Switch 2.
Yes, God.
Because yeah, I mean, if I played it on the Switch 2 for the first time, my opinion of it would be way different. And it's too late to like replay it now. Like I wouldn't replay it now. It's too late. Like
you should replay it.
No. This generation is done. It's gone.
No, you should replay it.
We've got Legends ZA coming out and Gen 10 next year.
You are playing Ghost of Tsushima for the 5th time. You can play Scarlet again.
Well, no, another reason I can't replay it is because
you have to get rid of it.
Yes.
Did they not update that?
Stupid Pokemon games don't have multiple save files.
I thought they changed that.
They changed that with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom.
Can you not just create a new account?
I don't want to.
What do you mean you don't want to? It's free.
I don't want to.
What do you mean you don't want to? You're just being stubborn now.
But I don't want to replay it. It's like I've been there, done that. Like,
but you've not seen it
I get
at
to
its
go
full
into
potential.
it now when I've completed it and like run around, maybe do a little shiny hunt, maybe do this, do that. Like a new raid that comes out, whatever. But it's done. Like Scarlet Violet is done.
We're
It's
through.
3 years later.
The door is closed. The door is closed.
3 years later to release this update is good.
Yeah.
But too little too late, you
Yeah.
know? It's like we're moving on now. Next generation. Legends EA, Gen 10. We're done.
Yeah, let's hope.
But
Fingers
it does
crossed.
make me very happy for the future of Pokemon. Because, I mean, we've seen Legends EA is going to have a proper Switch 2 edition, not just a free update. So that's going to be great. And then Gen 10 next year, I'm so excited. So 30th anniversary. So it's going to be a big game.
This is the one that I've
Big
seen,
game.
like the leaks are calling
gonna be
it
based
something
on
like
Greece.
wind or something.
Yeah, wind
and
and
something.
waves or something.
Yeah.
But it's going to be based in Greece, which I'm
Wow.
so excited for.
Watch them do like the most obvious Greek things, like the most
No.
stereotypical Greek things,
No,
and be
from
like,
the leaks, we know that it's going to be like an island region. So there's going to be multiple islands where you hop from island to island, which is very Greek. And that is going to be based on Greece, yeah. So, I don't know.
Interesting.
And it's it's interesting that last big anniversary, which was the 20th anniversary, it was Sun and Moon, which was also an island hopping one.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was Hawaii. And now, for the 30th anniversary, is Greece. And it's another like tropical
Yeah.
island hopping one.
Well,
and
we're
I'm
not going to talk about Sun and
weird.
Moon because my experience is not not the best.
Oh.
But we
Well,
can
that's
talk
kind
about
of your
that.
fault. Anyway.
Is it
Yeah. It's
I
kind of
don't
your
think it is.
system's fault.
my system's fault? Yeah.
Your 2DS.
Not my brain, my 2DS. But also probably my brain for not letting me enjoy it as much. But oh well.
But yeah, anyway. So
you
that's...
can't enjoy everything in life. Some things are not meant for you to appreciate.
But yeah, I am replaying Scarlet through watching Rick play it for the first time. I'm content with that.
Yeah.
Um,
Actually, while you're here, do you want to help me pick some games that I have in my wish list? Because they're all on sale and the sale ends like
Tears
today.
of the Kingdom.
No.
Oh my god.
No, I will. But my issue is
I literally can't wait to
I
play
want to
again.
play it from the start again because I
Yeah.
don't know how far in I am, and I think I said this the other day. Like the last quest that I like booted up in was like wash the goop off the teardrop, and I was like, what the fuck does that mean? And then I was like, right. So and then it said something about the mural, and I was like,
Yeah, if you take a big break.
what the hell is
Yeah.
this? And then it was like,
Where are we on time, by the way?
I think
what
we've
does
been
that
like
say,
an
3
hour.
hours?
I think it's been an hour.
How can we tell? Everyone probably thinks we're stupid that we can't read, but
We
if
cut
you
up
see
all the
what
time.
this says, it literally
It says 02, 03, 46 now, and then there's the milliseconds.
So 46, 48, that's seconds, that's minutes.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
so
then that's
we're-
hours, but it's
Oh my
not
god,
2
we're
hours.
on 1 hour?
We're on an hour, so we need to wrap it up, girl.
I mean, we can go for a bit longer.
Can we? We
I think we have loads of things to say.
One game
still.
actually that I do want to suggest, No Man's Sky.
I've seen it.
It's
I've
15,
seen it, yeah.
15,
I've seen it, yeah.
I've seen it, yeah.
Well, I need your Wi-Fi if I'm going to go into this eShop.
Well, you don't need to do that now. We can do that later. Because once we finish recording, we can just...
Is No Man's Sky free?
No.
No.
Free upgrade. The Switch 2 version is free.
Okay.
But it's the same thing with like Cyberpunk, like the same thing. They've like made a specific
Yeah.
Switch version,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
like it looks like breathtaking. Like when you
We have
actually
things
watch
to
the
talk
video.
about.
Do we?
Yes, I feel like I haven't talked about everything I wanted to.
Like what?
We haven't talked about the new Joy-Cons. I love the new Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
They're bigger, they're more comfortable.
And the snap.
The SL and SR buttons are no longer like two little dots that you can't press. The sticks are very smooth, very nice, so comfortable. I love them. Yeah. Also game chat we haven't talked about.
Yeah, game chat is fun. However, the frame rate.
Well, I don't mind that because like, who cares?
Yeah, I guess.
But I actually want to talk about game chat because beforehand I was like, oh, it's a cool thing, but I'll probably never use it. And And then
I
set
now
it up.
want to use it more than I want to use
Yes.
Discord.
Yes, yes.
Because it's so much easier
Yeah.
than going on Discord and
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
logging in and like doing all this stuff. It's like literally you just press it
Uh-huh.
and you join a group and that's it.
So I set it up and then I tested it with you and it worked great. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh wait, this is the moment.
Yeah.
And as soon as you shared your screen and I could literally like put yours full screen
Yeah.
and just watch you play from my Switch, I was like, why is this literally the best thing ever?
Yeah.
Like, it's so good. And then I tested it with Theo and I tested like docking it and being on the couch. And for anyone who doesn't know, we have like the TV stand and then it's a little cupboard and I have my Switch in that little cupboard.
For anyone who doesn't know, so everyone who's not been to God's house.
Yeah. So, so my Switch is in a little cupboard and it's closed
Yeah.
when it's docked. So I was like, oh, game chat is probably not gonna. You're
'cause,
probably not
yeah,
going to
too
be
far
able to
away.
hear me. So I tested with Theo, and he could hear me fine, even with the closed cupboard. And I was like, "Oh my god, this is great!" And then you joined, and you said, you also said I sounded fine.
Yeah.
And I was like, "What?" And I wasn't shouting. I was just talking normal.
Yeah. Not like right now.
Which is great. And they showed it off in the event as well. They even said that if you have it docked and you're further away, it'll pick you up.
Yeah.
But they showed it like if you had it like in the open on the TV stand or whatever. So I was like, oh, in a cupboard, it's probably not gonna pick it up. But it does. It's great. So love game chat, honestly.
Love her.
I can't wait. I'm pretty sure that in the future they're gonna update it or release a new version of it that's gonna have better frame rate when you share your screen.
I think that's a hardware issue though.
Yeah, I think, because like how many screens can they have in like 60 FPS? I feel like that's going to be a bit... But at the same time, I literally don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah, it's not like
literally
the
the
end of the world.
last thing. As long as
how
you
often
can hear
are you
someone
sharing
clearly.
your screen with someone? Like when was the
Yeah.
last time on Discord that you shared your screen?
Yeah, like when
Never.
the example they showed in the event was like they were all playing Mario Kart and sharing each other's screens. I'm like, I don't want that. Like that would confuse me. Having every other person sharing their screen of where they're driving, it would like mess me up.
Yeah, there was one thing actually which we don't own the cameras, but
Right, yeah.
I saw somebody. Did
Mario
I send it to you?
Kart,
Yeah, they were
yes.
playing Mario Kart, and when you get like shelled or whatever on Mario Kart, your like little so like when you're driving around, your little face is like next to your name
on top of your
cart. So then you're like driving around and you can see like your friend's face. And then when you get shelled, the face like spins around in a circle like upside down. It's so like
because when you
stupid,
get
but
hit,
it's
your
funny.
cart like flips, and so your face also flips, and it's so funny.
It's like a funny little touch.
It's details like that Nintendo understands,
Yeah.
and like that's why we love Nintendo.
Yeah,
Nintendo sponsor us. No, I'm kidding.
give me free games.
Yeah. But I do want to talk about Zelda.
Right, last one.
Yes, last one. So, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, I will fight everyone. I mean, I doubt anyone would disagree are one of the best games ever made. Period. Especially Breath of the Wild. I mean, Breath of the Wild, you know how many... Literally, almost every single open world game after Breath of the Wild is inspired by Breath of the Wild.
Well, Genshin Impact is pretty much...
Genshin Impact, even Ghost of Tsushima, even Elden Ring. I mean, the developers of Elden Ring openly said they were inspired by Breath of the Wild.
Oh.
Legends Arceus, literally anything that came out after Breath of the Wild is inspired by Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild kind of like reinvented the open world games.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. And I loved it. When I played it, it was my favorite game I've ever played. And then when Tears of the Kingdom was coming out, I was always like, I don't know how they can beat Breath of the Wild. I was like, I don't know what more you can do. And then Nintendo, trust Nintendo, they fucking went above and beyond, and it's like 5 times better and deeper and richer than Breath of the Wild. And I loved Tears of the Kingdom so much more. The story was a lot better than Breath of the Wild. The final fight, oh my god, no spoilers, but it's literally one of the most cinematic, climactic fights in any game. You need to experience that final fight, especially with the Switch 2 edition.
Yeah.
It is so fucking good. So when I saw that they were getting Switch 2 editions, I was so happy.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
happy.
why would they not? It's like their biggest selling game, isn't it, really?
And because Tears of the Kingdom had a few more frame rate issues than Breath of the Wild because it had a lot more elements and sometimes it would chug a little bit.
Yeah.
It never affected my experience because it was only in certain points and it wasn't really taking you out of the experience.
See, what Switch did you have, though?
The very original
Oh,
one.
really?
Yeah.
Maybe my Switch was just dying. Because mine was really like struggling. Like anytime I would like try and build something, the frame rate would drop.
That's the only point it had issues with the building.
Oh, okay.
So they have updated it now, and it's stable 60 FPS everywhere. It's got 4K, obviously. It's got the Zelda notes on the Switch app.
Oh yeah.
Do you know about this?
Yeah, but it's not something I care about.
It's so good. I care about it. I can't wait to use it. And I was like, yes, this is a game I would replay. It's obviously such a huge game. And I'm going to start a new save file. I'm not going to delete my old save file.
Yeah.
But I'm also just more excited for Rick to play it.
I've seen him played it.
No,
what was he doing? Like, what?
I know.
What has he been playing at this whole time?
He skipped it because of the performance issues.
To be fair, I did the same. Well,
yeah. I think he played the original. I think he played Breath of the Wild, but never finished it, and then skipped Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
And now he wants to play Tears of the Kingdom.
What's weird about Breath of the Wild is, going on a tangent a little bit, is like when you go back into your save file after you've completed the game, it takes you back to the last mission. So I remember like I'd not played it in like since it came out, and I loaded my save file, and it was like, you know, when you're like on the horse fighting.
Oh, the final boss.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
I was like, and you're like, oh, use your bow to shoot the thing.
Yeah. The light bow.
Yeah. And I was like, have I not finished this game? But I have.
Oh,
it's just because it's like the last point before the end of the game, so it takes you back to that moment. And I was like,
I mean, no, if you do that and then save at anywhere else, you...
Yeah, but I think it's because I last saved it at that moment.
But that's the thing with Breath of the Wild is it's kind of like an open-ended game. So like you do the final fight and then it just takes you, when you finish it and you load back in, it takes you just before the final fight. So there's never like an after.
It just threw me off though, because I was like, it's weird. I feel like I have done this, but I don't know now.
Yeah, where I think, I'm not entirely sure because I haven't actually booted up Tears of the Kingdom in ages, but I don't think it does the same thing with the final. I think after you do the final fight, there is an after.
Oh, okay.
Because it is the end, you know? It's not like Breath of the Wild where we knew there was going to be a sequel. This is like the ending of that story. And it... God, I could literally talk about Tears of the Kingdom so it's gonna bring me. It's gonna bring tears. It's gonna bring tears to me because it's such a good game and it has such a good ending.
Tears to the twink.
And also, I really struggled with like the beasts in the original in Breath of the Wild. You know the dungeons.
Yeah,
they were very difficult.
Is that just because you're bad at games?
Yes,
self-proclaimed.
Yes,
bad at
but
games.
like, not difficulty as in like the fights. Difficult as in like the puzzles to figure out the puzzles. Whereas this one, the dungeons are very nice. I don't feel like this is that difficult. They were challenging, but they weren't like driving me crazy.
Yeah.
Which made me enjoy it even more. So yes, I still haven't. I've upgraded it to the Switch 2 edition. Still haven't tried it. I watched Rick play like the little intro a little bit, and I
cried.
Almost like. Honestly. So I was like, I cannot wait. So now that I've finished Odyssey, I think I still have a few post-game things to do in Odyssey, and then I'll get right into Tears of the Kingdom.
I'm not a post-game kind of girl. I'm like, once it's finished, it's done. That's it. If you want me to keep playing,
depends on the post-game.
You should have not ended the game there.
Depends on the post-game.
I don't know. But like,
well, you play the post-game of Legends Arceus. Literally, Volo is in the post-game.
Is it?
Yes.
What's the end game?
When you catch
Palkia.
the Elgin Palkia, yeah, and you like save everyone, whatever, the distortion and everything, and then you finish it, and then Volo and all.
Well, I've not finished. I've not got Arceus.
Well, see, that's also a post-game thing.
Yeah, but because I finished the game, I'm like, well, I'm not going to continue playing it if I finished it. Why would I? I've done it now.
Yeah,
I've done it now. What are you going to do?
I feel like if it's the current game, and there's no other like Pokemon games. You're more likely to like keep playing it until you finish it. But because you played it now and there's still like Scarlet and Violet and so many others.
I just want to point out, actually, since Legends Arceus traumatized me with Volo or whatever.
You and literally everyone else in the world.
So I literally called it from the start. I was like,
oh yeah,
this man is going to betray me. I can tell it.
In Violet, yeah.
I was like,
who did you say was going to betray you?
Arven. So no, like I called it in Legends Arceus. I was like, why is this guy so obsessed with me? Like, he's literally following me everywhere. Like, please leave me alone.
so
like,
funny.
giving stalker vibes. And I was just supposed to believe, oh, he's just a nice guy. Like, he just wants to be friends
He's
with
just
you.
a little merchant.
He's just like nice, yeah. Like, he's just trying to like sell some stuff. And I was like, no, I don't trust this guy. Literally called it like within like the first few minutes of meeting him.
Yeah.
And then turns out he's the baddie.
She a baddie.
She a baddie. Shawty a little baddie. So then now I see this Arvin guy who's like almost identical looking. He's like a blonde, long haired, like twinkie guy. And like, I don't know, he has like some beef with you from the start. So I'm like, right. So he's going to be a baddie. But then his story kind of goes like the opposite way. So I'm saying it now. If he ends up being the baddie, I'm going to be so pissed because I'm actually starting to like him.
I will say Arvin's story is the best one out of the three.
But it's only really because of the dog.
Yes, but also, well, I don't want to spoil.
No,
it's
right
it's
now
not a spoiler.
I'm only liking him because of the dog.
Right, but like his story is the most interesting, and it's also his story is what leads you to the climax of the story. So like his story is like the main one.
Also, when does Professor Churro come out? Like, when do I actually get to see him?
Literally, very end.
What do you mean?
Well, I can't spoil anything, but you'll see.
I have to play the entire game to see the hot professor.
Yeah. See,
Why do
that's
they do this?
how they entice you. You're like, if you want the hot professor, you have to play the
I
game.
have to finish the game. Damn.
But yeah, all right. Closing thoughts. What would you rate the Switch to? What would you give it in terms of like hardware, software, the games, everything? Give it a out of 10.
What would I give it? I love playing it. I think it's a great console. The only gripe I really have with it is the lack of Switch 2 specific games.
Mm-hmm.
I wish there was more.
Other than like Mario Kart.
And also the price of them.
Of the games.
Of the games.
I thought you were going to say of the Switch, and I was like, no, I think the price of the Switch is... No, it's good.
Just remember the For You thing, the For You tab.
I love that.
Thing, it's so good.
I tried that yesterday.
It's so good.
That's a new feature of the eShop.
Yeah, and also just like getting to see trailers of games in the shop is such a nice
And then getting a little
thing.
list of like,
Yeah, so, I mean, yeah. I wouldn't say it's 10s across the board for the whole thing. I think it's nice. I think it's a good upgrade, especially coming from the first Switch.
Yeah.
And Mario Kart World has been really fun. Being able to play Scarlet and Violet and not like getting annoyed by it.
Oh, and also
nice.
talk about what future games you're going to play or you're looking forward to.
Future games. Just remembered Street Fighter is literally like the most like brain rot. It's just muscle men, like sweaty muscle men, just basically.
You played it, didn't you?
I played the demo.
Oh, the demo.
But yeah, they're just like, fight me, and then they like rip their shirts off, and they're like, oh, look at my muscles.
Okay, go.
Yeah. Anyway, so then in my wish list right now for like Switch 2 specific games, games that have been upgraded. I've got the Sonic and Shadow Generations, which I don't know if I'm gonna get it.
I'm not going to talk about
We're
that.
not gonna talk about that. What else? I think I just put everything
Link's
basically.
Awakening.
Link's Awakening I want to play quite badly. The Zelda one, Echoes of Wisdom, I'm like, I don't really know if I'm going to like the combat as much. But I kind of want to... I'll see if I get Link's Awakening first. I'll see if I like that and then maybe get the...
Oh, Yakuza?
Yakuza, I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to like that, but it's there.
Yeah.
This game looks really cool.
What's that?
Kunitsugami, Path of the Goddess.
Oh.
It's like a Capcom... I think it's just like a fighting game. Like a dungeon-y type of game, like a strategy game. But it looks really pretty.
Okay.
And then obviously like the thing that the Switch is like, for me, what makes the Switch nice is like having all the like indie games on handheld, which is nice because I think they look really pretty. So I've got like a couple that are on sale now, which I needed
You've
advice.
got one game missing on there.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Legends. Yeah, but I'm not going to get it I'm not going to get the physical.
Me neither, but I still wishlist it because I want to see it there.
Well, they're not gonna know. How will they know? They're not gonna care. They don't go.
Yeah, I know. I just like wishlisting stuff.
Okay.
So, what's your final score?
Final score. I would give it like a out of what are we doing?
10.
Out of 10. Maybe like a 9 out of 10.
Yeah. Okay.
It would be 10 if there was more games
Mm.
that were like new, not just
Um,
upgraded.
For me, it's very hard not to give it a 10.
Why is Donkey Kong not out on release?
Well, because they don't want to. I get why it's not out on release, because first of all, they don't want Mario Kart to overshadow Donkey Kong, because that would have overshadowed it.
But people
And
are
then they
gonna buy
also
it
want to
anyway.
like space them out, you know, because they want to have like new games, like almost every month.
Boring.
But yeah, for me, it's very hard to not give it a 10, because I am such a big Nintendo fan, and I've been waiting for this for like so long.
Yeah.
And in terms of games, it's like, I don't mind that there's not as many like Switch 2 exclusives on release. Like Mario Kart's been great, and then I got to play a bunch of improved games that I hadn't played, like Odyssey, and I'm gonna replay Tears of the Kingdom. Next month I'm gonna play Donkey Kong Bonanza, and then in October we've got Pokemon. So I'm very excited for the lineup of Switch. Maybe I'll play Metroid when they finally announce the release date for that.
Fair, I actually kind of want to play that. And like I saw gameplay of like the last Metroid game, and I was like, why does it actually look really good?
And
for a
this
Switch
one's
One
gonna
game?
have the Switch 2 edition of Metroid Prime 4 is gonna have mouse control and 120 FPS on TV. Gagged.
Gooped.
So yeah, maybe I'll play that when they decide to announce the release date. Because nobody knows when it's coming out. But yeah, love the hardware. Oh, actually, the one thing is the battery life is actually way worse than the original Switch, which is sad, and I don't know why. So yeah, when you're playing handheld, it can drain quite fast.
I mean, I always accidentally have.
I was
on full
actually going to
brightness.
buy a separate battery pack, like I'll show you. Where's my... Like a power bank specifically for this. People said this is like the best for like the Switch. This is meant to be like a laptop portable charger, and it's on sale. Because I'm thinking, literally the only reason is for the plane to Cyprus.
Well, can you bring that on a plane?
Yeah, it's a power bank.
Yeah, but you can only have batteries that are so big on planes, can't you?
No.
I'm pretty sure they don't let you have batteries of a certain size.
You literally bring your laptop.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that there's some sort of rules. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Anyway, but yeah, for the plane, because 5-hour flight, I'm pretty sure this would get drained within like 2 or 3 hours. And it's on sale, so maybe I'll buy that.
Right.
But yeah, that's the only gripe for me, the battery life. But it hasn't really affected me yet.
I mean, just sitting here now, it's on 69%.
Yeah.
And you've not even played it.
yeah, literally. But I did turn on the setting that stops it charging when it's close to 90%, because I read that that's good for your battery.
Yeah, but it pissed me off. Because I was sitting there and I was like, why is it at 75%? And it was like, it says it stops charging at around 80%.
I mean, you can turn it off.
I know, I have turned it off.
Oh, I turned it on.
But I was like sat there with it charging and I was like, why is it not going above 75%? And then I realized, it's because I've turned that thing on. And then I turned it off and it was 100. But I was like, I want it to be at 100% if I'm going to then unplug it and play with it. So why would it stop at 75?
I love the speakers. The speakers are very loud and clear. You know what I really love? And I'll do a little ASMR of this.
Girl.
You know when you open the Switch and you press A like 3 times and it does like a click, click, click?
Yeah.
You can press other buttons and it does other
I
sounds.
forgot about that.
So if you press the ZL, I'll press it now and do a little ASMR so people can hear. This is such a satisfying sound. Listen. That is so cool. It's like, yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
So little details like that I love. So yeah, I will also give it a 9. I would recommend it to anyone.
Not a 9.5.
I'll give it a 9.
I guess you've had 2 things. You said the battery and the games.
Ooh.
That's like a...
I feel like when they release an OLED with a better battery life, that's going to be a 10 out of 10.
Okay.
So yeah, that's it, I guess.
Yeah.
everyone go buy a Switch 2.
If you can.
If you can. If you can't, still go buy it.
Aspire to be us. No, okay.
Yeah. All right. We made it. God, an hour and a half.
Yeah, we need to
end it. Right. Thanks for listening, watching.
Yeah, we hope that you found it enjoyable.
I mean, if you're not into gaming, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably too late now to be like, skip this episode.
Yeah, but
also,
like, we're very into gaming, so we're going to be talking about gaming all the time.
Yeah.
So like, if you're not into gaming, what are you doing
That's
here?
your problem.
Yeah. But maybe if you're not into gaming, maybe this gets you into gaming.
Yeah, and maybe it was just, like,
maybe you find it interesting
watching...
enough to try it out.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully this was informative, and for anyone who's maybe on the fence about buying a Switch,
Rick.
Yeah, Rick
Get your own
stole
Switch.
my Switch. Yeah, I mean, even this morning he was asleep when I left, and I was like, "Are you gonna play the Switch or can I take it?" And he was like, "Why would you take it?" And I was like, I didn't say anything. He was like, "Just take it." And then he went back to sleep.
He literally just spent like £900 on a PS5 Pro. Like,
okay, you're over exaggerating. It was £600.
No.
Yes, or $650.
I'm pretty sure they're
900.
like 800 and something.
They're 700, but Very had it discounted to like 650 or 600. I'm pretty sure it's 650.
Anyway, point
Not
is,
£900.
he has
Jesus.
another console that he can play with instead.
Yeah.
So, Rick.
So yeah, thank you for listening, watching.
Yes.
You can obviously find us everywhere: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube,
TikTok,
Shorts. Instagram. Yeah, we started posting short. I mean, by the time this comes out, it comes out this week. Yeah. We post shorts and reels. Also, I've added this feedback link.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So if you see the description of our podcast, there's first line is send us feedback or a message or something like that. If you click on it, it'll take you to like send an actual text.
Yeah.
So if you click on it and you think it's a scam, it's not. That message comes straight through to us, so we can see your feedback, or maybe you want to ask questions or suggest a topic that you want us to talk about. So yeah.
And also just like, if you know us, give us feedback, because we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, and
just winging it.
I love listening. Like, so many people have come up to me and said really lovely things. So if anyone wants to give us a bit of feedback, you can use that link to do so.
Yeah, and hopefully this episode went off without any
hitches,
technical issues.
Or you can also leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. Or Spotify. I know that's asking a bit too much, or it might take too much of your time, but it really, really helps.
Yeah.
So if you've got a few minutes and your hands are free, just say good soup.
When you're in between races on Mario Kart, give us a little review.
When you're paying for your new Switch, just give us a little review. And you can email us at the71thfloorpod@gmail.com.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Cool.
Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye.